Spent everything on him for 13 years. Then I discovered what he really thought. At 47, I thought I understood what loyalty meant. I'd spent 13 years pouring my heart, soul, and every dollar I could spare into raising a boy who wasn't mine by blood, but who I'd loved like my own son. What I discovered that devastating afternoon would shatter my faith in human nature and teach me the most brutal lesson of my adult life. Some people mistake your devotion for desperation, your sacrifice for weakness, and they'll mock you for the very love that's keeping their world together. My name is Christopher. I work as an operations manager for a mid-sized logistics company, and this is the story of how I gave my stepson exactly what he claimed he wanted, then watched his entire life crumble when he realized he'd thrown away the one person who would have moved mountains for him. The nightmare began innocently enough. I met Rebecca when I was 34. She was 32, recently divorced with a 9-year-old son named Ethan. His biological father, Michael, was what you'd charitably call an inconsistent presence in his life. Big promises, flashy gestures, then radio silence for months. He'd swoop in with expensive gadgets twice a year, post some photos on social media, then vanish back to whatever situation he was juggling that season. Rebecca was drowning. Working double shifts as a pharmacy technician, constantly stressed about childcare, watching her savings disappear into the black hole of single parenthood. Ethan was a bright kid, but he needed stability. He needed someone who wouldn't promise the moon and then disappear when life got complicated. So I became that person. For 13 years. When Rebecca and I married, Ethan was 10. He wasn't exactly thrilled about sharing his mother, but he wasn't hostile either. I understood his hesitation. I didn't try to replace Michael or force a relationship. I just showed up, consistently, day after day, year after year. School pickups when Rebecca worked late shifts. Homework battles that lasted hours. Teaching him to throw a decent curveball, change a tire, balance a checkbook. When he wanted to learn piano, I researched instructors for weeks and found the best one we could afford. When he got obsessed with computers, I built him a gaming setup that cost me 3 months of overtime, but was worth every penny to see his face light up. I was there for every milestone, every scraped knee, every failed test, every friend drama, every teenage crisis that felt like the end of the world. When Michael would inevitably cancel his promised visits, I'd swoop in with backup plans. Movies, laser tag, weekend camping trips, whatever it took to fill that void and remind Ethan he mattered. For years, I convinced myself it was working. Ethan wasn't calling me dad, but there was respect there, affection even. We had